Ominous.
I think he
Is he broadcasting?
I
Can you do
think
that?
yeah, you can pre-record messages and put them in record players.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so looks like the internet's back. So that's good. So now the thing is though, we're going to have a new YouTube URL. So I got to post the new URL. Okay. Okay, go live. Yeah, I was going to say, do you want to
Play us in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to play something upbeat to cheer me up because I'm frustrated about the internet? You know, like the Leftovers theme or something. Okay, I'm gonna have to share the link.
I can.
Okay.
Yeah, one moment.
Okay. New URL for stream. Sorry. Everybody's wondering where they all came from. The whole thing's done. No one knows for certain, though. All the strange.
All the strange.
I don't know. I'm trying to tweet. Okay. Okay. What is it?
All right, you tweet.
Okay.
I'll sing.
Okay. Restarted the stream after some internet hiccups. New URL is at.
Everybody's. Everybody's worried about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. But no one knows for certain, so it's all the same to me. I think I'll just let the mystery be. Some say once you're gone for forever. Some say you're gonna come back. Some say you rest in the arms of the Savior if it's sinful ways you act. Some say they're coming back in a garden, bunch of carrots and little sweet peas. I think I'll just let the mystery be. Everybody is wondering what and where they all came from. Everybody is worrying about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. But no one knows for certain, so it's all the same to me. I'll just let the mystery be. Some say they're going to a place called glory, and I ain't saying it ain't a fact. But I've read that I'm on the road to purgatory, and I don't like the sound of that. I believe in love, and I live my life accordingly. But I choose to let the mystery be. Everybody is wondering what and where they all came from. Everybody is worried about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. No one knows for certain, so it's all the same to me. Think I'll just let the mystery be. Everybody is wondering what and where they all came from. Everybody is worried about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. No one knows for certain, so it's all the same to me. I think I'll just let the mystery be. To make our great goat eater proud, never forget to grind. Never forget to grind.
Does Doc just continuously loop this message? Hold on. Where is this coming from? I'm assuming it's coming from Scarland. Because there's Doc's goat flag.
Okay. Is it from near the goat flag?
Well, I think maybe we just caught the tail end of the message.
I see.
What's that song called? I know it as the Leftovers Season 2 theme, but I think it has a title.
Let the Mystery Be.
Let the Mystery Be, yeah.
By Iris Dement.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, he's got these big loudspeakers here. So it probably doesn't actually come out of these. He's probably got record players scattered throughout the map, but...
It's cool. I like it.
It is, yeah.
It's eerie. I like it.
Yeah. So we were just about to double check that, the last few TCG matches got onto the board correctly.
Yeah.
Because, oops, did not mean to put that.
That's what we were gonna do before the internet died.
Welcome to the audit. Audit time. Audit day.
It's audit day.
Okay.
It's audit day.
Just as a quick reminder, tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. Quinn does drive all the way across town to come out here.
In the rain.
In the rain, yeah. If we hit our first goal, which is $180, we will have Quinn performing
Birdhouse in your soul.
by They Might Be Giants. And if we hit 360, that's a full rotation. The Beetlejuice will be performing.
Istanbul, not Constantinople.
Not Constantinople.
Not Constantinople.
Definitely not. Okay.
And if we get to 540, we'll do the theme to Malcolm in the Middle.
Wait.
They Might Be Giants.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we didn't talk about that, but I like that plan anyway.
Well, you're not the boss of me now.
And I'm not so big. Okay. So this is Joe versus Green. Joe wins.
Joe v. Green. Joe wins.
Doc versus Joe. Doc wins. So let's see.
Doc v.
Where's
Joe.
Doc? Doc v. Joe. Doc wins. We got that there. And then, yeah, we don't have a second battle against Doc in here. That's okay. I don't think we should. Should we? No, I don't. I think I need another match versus Doc. Okay. Ren versus Joe. Ren wins. Okay, so there's Joe going across, and where's Ren Dog on the bottom here? Burr, burr, burr. So that's actually going to be... Ren has the pink glasses.
Is there a Ren cat?
And there's the Joe egg. Okay, so we got that one in there right. Ren wins. Ren versus Joe, round 2. Ren wins. Okay, so that's opposite that, so that's right. Doc versus Jevin. That's going to be Doc versus Jevin. And then we've got Doc wins. Jev versus Ren. Ren is up there, and Jev is there. Jev wins. Okay. So this is actually relatively up to date. Okay. I was worried that this was going to be not caught up after the stream weekend at all. Yep, Boorango, that's right. We are doing They Might Be Giants today. So yeah, a lot going on here in Nashville today. It is actually voting day. So I hope
It's voting day.
anybody that lives in Nashville, get out and vote for city council and mayor.
If you're eligible to vote, of course.
Yeah, I mean, if you are a voter in Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be a minor.
In which case you wouldn't be a voter.
Exactly.
So, yay.
Yay.
Okay. Let's see, we got Jevin versus Scar. Is he under Good Times with Scar? No, he's under...
Is this one of your responsibilities, or are you just doing this to
Well,
be sure?
I built this thing.
Oh, this is your...
So, like,
This is a
other people
creation
are
of your
allowed to
making.
add things to it. Like, there's like multiple
I
judges
see.
in
But
the
you manage. You're the general manager.
I'm just double checking to make sure that it's not missing anything. Some people didn't really understand the color coding, which is fine because I can just double check it. It is a little bit weird. But, okay, so Jevin versus Scar is actually going to be on that line there. And then it's got Scar wins. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. If you're a voter somewhere else, you should also vote in your own elections. But most...
Yes.
This is
there
not
may
like-
be elections today in other places.
This is not like a national election day.
No.
This is like the way Nashville city government works. This is like a city government
correct.
thing. Okay, so Cub versus Cleo.
Cub versus Cleo.
Hold on.
The doc message.
It's talking again. Where?
Is it like coming from right next to you? Because every time you leave, it goes away.
Yeah, well, I think that time it was a really short one, but I think the morning one is longer. So let's... I think he's got it set to daylight sensors, so it does one at noon, one
I
at...
see.
Morning. Time to rise and grind, because only the early goat will not be left behind. What will you alter so we can thrive together? Always remember, this is the goat's world. You just live in it.
Okay. So that's something.
Well, now we know, and I am humbled.
I'm glad. Glad that I have a better...
Because this is the goat's world, and we just live
At
in
least
it.
until we find out where the votes end up at the end of the day.
Yes.
Okay. So...
Really, it's the votes world.
Yeah. Cleo versus Cub. Cub wins. Let's presume... Cub versus Cleo. Okay, so this one's actually wrong here. That should be a white one. Or, if I'm reading this right. Yeah, because Cub won both of the... Oh, nope, that's why. There was a third Cleo versus Cub, and only the first two count. Doc versus Scar. Doc wins. Everybody's wondering. Okay. Yep, we are back. We have had zero drop
a dinosaur
frames.
story.
Yeah, I think what probably happened. So sometimes, like when there's big storms and stuff, they'll reconfigure stuff upstream, and then if I don't restart my router, the internet will basically work until I try to like upload a huge file or something.
Right, and we don't want anything to
Or
basically work.
stream, and then it's like, oh great, now I gotta restart the router. Like in theory, it might be beneficial if I restarted the router before every stream.
Fair.
Just to be cautious, but that means like a 5-minute internet disruption every...
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing, and like, so... Like, I don't have like an easily accessible switch. I have to climb past some equipment to get over there, so...
You need just a big red button.
Yeah, I feel like that's just gonna get... People are gonna be like, ooh, what does this do? In the middle of the stream, and then like... We're gonna have a different kind of problems.
And by people, he means me.
Yeah, or Corinne.
She's not on streams.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Doc versus Scar. Yeah, because Scar is second. Okay, and that's... Doc versus Scar. Doc wins.
Doc versus Scar. Doc wins.
Okay, Ren versus Scar.
Ren versus Scar.
Ren wins. Cub versus
Cub
Doc.
versus Doc. Cub wins. Cub versus Ren. Cub wins. Why does...
Okay. So this is definitely all caught up. Now, the thing is, now that we know that, we can see who we need to schedule matches against. So, let's see. The first person here is B-Dubs and XB. Okay, so what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to find a start of B-Dubs.
B-double-O.
Hey, B-Dubs. Hey, B-Dubs. Any chance you'll be free for a TCG match toward the tournament? Sometime in the next week or two?
Dubs be dubs.
Oh, hold on. Oh, it was something about Diamond Door. Dang it. It was very short.
Mm-hmm. Is that noon?
Yeah, I'm thinking, yes,
Yep.
that was noon. So why don't we go over it's hard to tell. For some reason, it sounded like it was louder in the forest. He probably buried the speakers like in the middle of nowhere,
okay.
just so that you'd hear it like broadly everywhere.
Yeah.
But it felt like it was louder when I was in these trees. So let me also message XB Crafted. Hey XB.
XB Craft.
Okay. Who else do I need to hit up? Okay, so I've gotten these 3 people.
Is that like a tiny little Joe Hill's totem figurine thing?
Yep. And so then we've got Etho and False. Doesn't look like Etho has actually played anyone yet. Now that I'm... Let me... Yep, Etho has not played anybody yet. So... He has all sorts of other responsibilities, however, so that's unsurprising. But yeah, so part of the point of this, though, is you can see that, like, you can see who's played how many games, right? So, like, XB is definitely playing, because he's played at least 1 game, right there, you know. B-Dubs looks like hasn't gotten any games in yet. Then, like, Cleo's got a few.
How can you assess anything numerically from looking at this?
Because it's empty. So each of these is a matchup. So
so it's binary.
So each person does 2 rounds against each other. Everybody in the tournament is supposed to play 2 games against every other person. And so the cyan triangle here is the first round, and the gray is the second round, the rematch. Does that make sense?
Okay, so yeah, a few people are in the rematch.
Yeah, some people have done both of their matches against each other already.
Right. I see.
And most people have not. So this way, though, like, I can easily see, like, okay, who have I not played? I haven't played B-Dubs, XB. Okay, I've got a gap here. That's Etho and then False.
Right.
And then, so the other Joe Hill's egg or whatever, I can come along here and be like, okay, so who is... So, oh, wait, you know what? Okay, no, so I did play XB once. Yeah, because XB's played... That's right. A lot of his games are along this part of the triangle because he's at the end. But, yeah, then... So I've done 1 game against XB, but I need to do my rematch. Here's a game against Ren. This is... Who is this? Scar? I haven't played Scar yet?
You haven't played Scar?
Howdy, False.
Howdy, False.
Well, let's see. Player chords. Or chords player.
Are we gonna go Serenade False?
Yeah, let's maybe go do that. False seems to enjoy that more than some. Like, I think all the other hermits thought it was.
Some people are just caught off guard entirely.
Yeah. No, but but False is somebody who isn't tired of it yet. You know what I mean?
That's good.
I mean, not that anybody's complained to me, but like, based on how False's reaction last week on the stream, I think. Okay, so where are we? Negative 18, 55. Yeah, okay, we're going the right way. Okay, 18,400.
By the way, tips are welcome.
Yeah.
Via paypal.me/Joe Hills.
Negative 1,800. 13. Okay, this should be right around here. It's Thursday. That's the day. We've got a guitar in here. Have no fear. FalseSymmetry. It's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Hope you're having a happy and happening Thursday yourself there, False.
Happy Thursday, False.
Happy Thursday. I'm actually not sure where you are.
We
You might be in
don't
there.
know where you are.
The coordinates say you're vaguely in this area, but I don't see your name tag. We might be singing just to the stream, but that's okay.
Maybe you haven't heard this at all.
Maybe it's completely bouncing off empty walls.
But that's alright. That's okay. Happy Thursday, False.
Happy Thursday, False.
Happy Thursday, False.
Happy Thursday, FalseSymmetry. Goodbye. I fly. So,
We have no idea.
FalseSymmetry
Oh,
says,
so
Happy
happy
Thursday, Joe and Co. Yeah, I don't know if False was actually live or anything. We're just messing around. The chat is really quiet today. I don't know if that's because the stream died earlier, and so, like...
Well, even before the stream died, there was no one in the
Is that-
Discord chat.
Is that because,
until
like...
after the stream
Well,
died.
August is when Europe's vacation starts.
Everyone's on vacation.
So, like, yeah.
Holiday, rather.
Yeah. So, maybe it's possible also, like... Yeah. It just might be a slow week, slow day. Loopy says very slow morning, I think. Well, thank you, Loopy, for confirming that the chat works, at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Some people aren't in there.
Where is it? Oh, it was shorter this time. He might have it set on a randomizer, too.
What time of day is it?
It was...
No.
Hold on. I don't know.
I don't know.
Welcome, Emily. Welcome, Kathleen
It haunts
Carmen.
us.
Welcome, Wyvern's Flight. Yeah. It's very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool. Yes. So anyway, my point, though, was before False logged on, we need to send messages to the people that I haven't played my first match against.
You have to lay down the gauntlet.
Which is False XP. Oh, I should have just bothered False about that now.
Scar.
I've played my first match against Scar,
Oh,
I
you did,
think,
okay.
because that's on...
Earlier you said no, but...
Yeah, I thought not, but the thing is, I realized that that's after the axis shift here.
I see.
So I'm now that side. It's a weird system that technically works, but, like, it's not very intuitive. But yeah, and then I haven't done... In terms of rematches, I've just done the only person I've gone against twice is Ren, it looks like. Really? I thought I'd done a second one versus Cub. Okay. Yep. Yep, new record functionality. You can set to hundreds of blocks now, says Badger. Really? I didn't realize it was that far. Hey, NJ, hope your trip is being salvaged as well as you can. Sounds like you had a lot going on yesterday.
Oh, no.
But hopefully things turn out net positive.
Hope your trip is
Mahi says, didn't you do a second versus Jev? That's a great question. So here is Jev versus... Well, wait. Here, Jev versus Joe would be... that one. Let me check. Let me check the, I'm not sure if it was a... Let me check the submitted games. If we did do a second game, it might have been a practice game. Or might not have had a ref. Okay, my... I might need to do a second one versus Jeff. That's true. Hey, we got a new Patreon sign up. Thank you for that. I send out those invites manually as a batch once per day, so you can expect that sometime in the next 24 hours. You'll get an invite to the Discord and instructions for getting whitelisted on the Minecraft server. So that's nice and simple. Thank you very much. I'm not going to read your name because sometimes people's names are associated with their Patreon account are not associated with them publicly online.
Publicly, sometimes it's your dead name.
I don't read those out loud. But yeah, thank you. We will get you that invite. I don't see a Joe versus Jev round 2 in here. So I don't think it was an official game.
It never happened.
Well, because the thing is sometimes
Officially.
when we're practicing or we're doing like filler games. Oh no, my elytra's about to break.
Oh no.
So we might need to actually go... Yeah, it would... Mahi says, I remember you played him and then did 3 unofficial versus Cub on Tuesday or on a stream weekend. I'm not sure. Yeah. We can check the VODs from the stream weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, so XP says he's free for a TCG match. Awesome. Awesome. What's your schedule like? Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 p.m. U.S. Central Time. Okay. Hey, and also we got our first tip of the stream rolling in from Evan Lachlan for 5. Thank you very much. Evan Lachlan writes, "Hey Joe."
Hey Joe.
False says, "Once I get my TCG deck sorted, I shall make it known for the matches." Awesome, False. Need any help? Need any cards in particular to get that ship shape? I was trying to think of a pun for ship shape that's like related to cards or cardboard, but I was like, corrugated shape. No, it's not even corrugated cardboard. Card shape. That doesn't sound like ship. No. Okay. Either way, though, we're gonna rotate the camera 5 degrees angular, thanks to that tip rolling in from Evan Lachlan. So we're gonna edit transform. False says I haven't looked properly, but I will let you know if I need help at all. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. I'm glad to help keep
A lot of fanfic writers need to make sure their ship shape.
Yeah, that's the thing is that that's like a 2 degrees out though. That's like the TCG fanfics or whatever.
Make sure your ship's shape.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay, so let's see. We got. Dun, 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 dun.
We are 175 away from me singing a song.
And I'm hearing thunder, so
Birdhouse
hopefully the
song.
internet stays up.
I hope so too.
Yeah, let me pull up Nashville severe weather real quick.
Yeah, weather.
Because we've already had one internet problem today, and I'd really rather not have a second.
Me neither. I don't like internet problems. In case anyone didn't know, and thought maybe I do like internet
Nash
problems.
severe weather. Okay. Check out nashsevereweather.com for details. Okay, yeah, they're basically
Okay.
abandoning Twitter, which is
Which a lot of people are.
yeah. Okay. So
Even Twitter has
heavy
abandoned
rain,
Twitter.
damaging straight line winds. Okay, that's fine. It's fine.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay, I do need to fix my elytra before that becomes an issue.
Yeah. It's not a problem, it's
yeah.
a challenge.
Yeah. Well, yeah, NJ says, I need to regale you the full tale of my adventure to this toasty state. Yeah, NJ is currently in the one of the toastiest states, Arizona,
State.
for conference. And yeah, look forward to hearing about that once you get back. Don't stress about it now. Just go enjoy your adventure to the best of your ability.
Yes, enjoy your adventure.
Oh, Mike Deadman says, I deactivated my Twitter 2 days ago. I think you followed me on either Blue Sky or Mastodon, assuming that's the same Mike Deadman. I was going to ask you if that was really you. I doubt that would be a name collision.
It's not a name I've seen other places.
Yeah, that's true. But, like, I like to confirm that the people that, like, you know, just in case. Because sometimes, like, it's entirely possible I'll think 2 people are the same person for, like, 3 years.
Sure.
Right? Because it's just like, oh, your names were, like, 1 letter off from each other. And they're like, I've never heard of this other person. Where do you interact with them? I'm like, in this Discord. I'm like, and they're like, I'm not in that Discord.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but you like the thing that Discord's about. You talk about it all the time. yeah, that is an interest of mine, but I don't join Discords about it. And I'm like, what? How is this two people? Like, okay, that's definitely you on Mastodon. Thank you for confirming that,
Two
Mike.
different people.
Okay, yeah. Let's go
But
ahead.
This is one person.
Okay, so I'm going to open up Mastodon right now that we've confirmed that, and I'm going to follow Mike back. So, cool.
NJ Coffee Junkie says, I'm no longer stressed. Hub's safe.
Oh, I already followed Mike back. Never mind.
And I got food and sleep. I'm good. Yay.
Yay.
I'm glad you're not stressed.
Oh, yeah, I saw the best Vanity license plate the other day, and I posted it on Mastodon.
How good is it?
Let me see if I can find the Okay, hold on.
Does it belong in a Vanity Fair?
Oh. Okay, so I'm not sure how to... Okay, here's the Mastodon instance. But, okay, wait. I posted a link to it in spam photos you snapped a little while back. So let me see if I can find my photo that I posted to the
Find us on Mastodon.
Are you on Mastodon yet?
I've been on co-host. I've been on Mastodon.
Okay. Yeah, here it is.
I've been on Blue Sky.
So this is the best Vanity plate ever, so I'm going to post a link to this. But yeah,
I can read it.
yeah, I saw that going into the medical center the other day. And I was just like, okay, that's pretty
And
good.
it's literally a vanity plate, but it's also not a... Because isn't the vanity plate like a non-state...
No, Vanity plate means that you...
Just any custom plate?
Vanity means that you chose the letters and numbers.
Oh, I see.
And alternate... those are alternate designs. You're thinking like the Dolly Parton
No,
plate.
I'm not thinking of that. I'm talking about like you go to a place and they airbrush a thing that says blah blah blah. Joe Hills is the best, and you put it on the front of your car. Is that not a vanity plate?
No, that's
What is
just
that called?
that's just I got one of those as a gift for Palmer in high school. I think those are just like called like custom front plates or something.
Oh, okay.
Mike says I couldn't find Quinn on Mastodon. Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say if you're on Mastodon,
I'm not
I don't
active.
think
I was on like made my account like 8 months ago. I'm not active.
Gotcha.
I don't even know what. I don't like these federated platforms.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where like there's a lot
Because
of
I would prefer to have something Twitter-esque.
Gotcha. Are you on Blue Sky yet?
Yeah, I've been on Blue Sky.
Okay.
I was on Blue Sky before you were on Blue Sky.
Okay. Cool. Welcome back, Boorango from Tumblr and reading horror novels or recommending horror novels.
I'm on Tumblr too.
Okay. Oh yeah. Elytra. Elytra's about to die, so we need to go somewhere to fix the Elytra. Now I heard
plan.
I've been avoiding the end because apparently Doc has like some sort of machine there or something. And I was like, well, I'll just wait until he removes it. And apparently he's never going to remove it. So now we need to go learn how it works and deal with it. Because it's just going to be there forever.
What kind of machine is this?
I don't know. But he's just like, hey, nobody mess with my machine that I put directly in the way of everything.
So we're going to go mess
We're
with
going to
it?
go mess with the machine.
This could end poorly.
Yeah, I can. But, like, you know what? He can't monopolize the exit to the end. Okay. Mastodon is like a federated version of Twitter, which means it's like a bunch of self-hosted instances.
It's like Discord in a way.
No, because Discord's not self-hosted. Mastodon you host on your own server.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
But
in appearance and how it functions, like you're on your own separate channel, it feels like.
Okay, so... This is not optimal.
So Doc made all of this?
Apparently. Well, not this part.
Not this.
Mike says, wasn't he using it to dupe the drag egg? I don't think he would need it any longer. I don't think he would need it any longer either, but people have asked to dismantle it, and he has said no. He's still using it, so, and will be indefinitely. So we should just get used to it and route around the damage. So we'll see how that goes.
Route around the damage.
Just as a reminder, we are $175 away from our first goal, which is singing, what by They Might Be Giants?
Birdhouse in Your Soul.
Birdhouse in Your Soul at 360.
By They Might Be Giants.
Indeed, at 360, the Beetlejuice will be performing
Istanbul.
not Constantinople.
No, not Constantinople.
I've got a bunch of tools that need to be fixed too, because I haven't been coming through here at all. Hey, somebody new followed me. Hey, got a couple new followers on Mastodon. Thank you, Audimus and Shalom. Does this not have mending? Oh, it does. It's just going slow. And then I had some toolboxes that I think might have some broken tools in them. So
Yeah, I was so early to co-host that I have @Quinn.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not able to get @Joe.
It's probably slightly more common than Quinn.
A little bit, but I mean,
In higher demand.
yeah.
A little bit. A little bit.
Boorango, I'm not throwing any one person under the bus here. I think a few people were not happy about
About what?
about having to go through that water thing. Okay. I think that's everything that has mending on it. Well, I mean, these technically could be fairly repaired, but it's not worth it. Anything else in this one? Nope. I think we're good. Yep, there are a lot of eggs on the server. Yeah, what does this thing here do? I don't even know what this machine does. Creates shulkers of dragon eggs? Really? Okay.
Shulkers of...
I'm sure that's not a spoiler, because it's been sitting here for like a month.
It's been sitting here for 30 days. Shulkers of dragon eggs will fly, will rise,
Okay.
will breathe fire.
I don't even know what dragon eggs are for.
Lamb.
Okay. Excellent. XB is going to be free to fight me on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Wednesday, August 9th.
Wednesday, August 9th, there will be a mighty showdown between
1 p.m.
XB Crafted and Joe Hill.
XB TCG game.
You should be there if you can. There will be a mighty showdown between XB Crafted and Joe Hills then.
Okay, let me go in here. Are any refs free Wednesday at 1 p.m. to judge a rematch between myself and XB? 1 p.m. US Central. And then I'm going to put in there in quotes 7 p.m. British summertime.
British summertime. The British summertime.
Okay. Whoops. No. Don't close OBS.
I have no concept of what Brits do in summertime.
Who knows?
Do they go to work? Do they go to school? Do they go anywhere? They are Brits in summertime.
It's in summertime.
Zam says, what summer? We get 3 days.
Okay. Is any of this allowed to be public knowledge? Question mark. Okay, so did I run you through what I was planning with the electromagnetic spectrum here?
Not at all. No, I've never heard of such a thing.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure you did take physics at some point, though, right?
No.
Okay, really?
Signed a waiver. I missed
You
all.
you didn't take Mr. Liner's class? No?
I didn't have... I had Frisbee for physics.
Okay. Yeah.
And I just threw a Frisbee. And that's how I learned about physics.
That's fair. Basically, the electromagnetic spectrum... Oh, howdy, Doc.
Howdy, dog.
I managed to not die in your water thing in the end.
Howdy, dog. You can't hear
Can
me.
we put down rafts or something temporarily so people's boots don't have to get wet.
These boots were made for walking. That's just what they'll do.
Not waiting.
One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
Okay. So.
Electromagnetic spectrum.
So the electromagnetic spectrum. Doc says, I am not sure. Laughing out loud. I need it again soon. Laughing out loud.
Wow, you made Doc laugh out loud twice in one sentence.
Fair enough. I will avoid damaging it.
As much as we would like to.
Okay, well, okay, so I got some news that I wanted to share with you,
Oh my gosh. What
but
did you want to
I
share?
wanted to make sure I was allowed to tell you.
Sure, I have some news too I should probably disclose.
What's your news?
Well, that I filed my legal name change petition yesterday.
Woo!
And now I await Now I await my date in court
Yay! Hopefully
to
that's
finalize it.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too much.
They didn't give me any trouble.
Well, I mean, even with as much stuff that was absolutely stupid with the divorce hearing, like those judges are efficient. Like they just want to get through
Yeah.
as many cases as they can as quickly as they can.
I wasn't even like the only trans person in there, so that was kind of cool. I was like,
nice.
Okay, this is just the thing we're all doing now. Let's all
Ooh.
change our names.
Okay, well that's good. Yay!
So that was yesterday.
That was yesterday. Yeah, I knew you were trying to get that done earlier, but I wasn't sure where that ended up. So that's fantastic
Trying
to
to
hear.
do it on, originally on the 1st, but we had one heck of a day on the 1st. So
Yeah, big day, big day on the
big
first.
day.
Because but what I was gonna say is, no, I just got another picture sent over from one of our siblings where we actually have a new nephew, named Benedict Rocco Hills. Obviously
Benedict
named
Rocco.
after me, Joseph Benedict Hills Jr.
Yeah,
So
and named after me, Quinn Rocco Hills.
yeah, exactly. So it looks like everything went as smoothly as possible. Every childbirth has stuff.
There's always stuff.
Yeah, it was, yeah. But, our sister-in-law is recovering quickly.
That's
That's
great.
Yeah, so they're hoping to go home, they'll probably be in the hospital for another day just because the baby's got a little bit of underdeveloped lungs, but they're not, like, worried about it. They're just, want to make sure.
Yeah.
So,
Always be cautious.
That's the reason to have the baby in the hospital, is it's like, on the off chance that there is something where they're like, let's just keep an eye on this for 24 hours.
Right.
You can keep an eye on it for 24 hours.
We're already here in the hospital.
Yeah, we're already here. We've got people and there's like equipment monitoring the baby's blood oxygen level and stuff, and so yeah, it's like everything's gonna be fine. But that's very exciting. So the Hills family has grown a bit larger. Yeah.
As we do. We're always expanding.
Yep. Doc says, wait, keep on playing Mr. Jones.
What?
What does that mean?
Mr. Jones.
Is Mr. Jones somebody who, like, doesn't like getting his feet wet and, like, German... Is he, like, some German cartoon character who's, like, he constantly steps in puddles or something? It's like, maybe this is, like, a really deep-cut reference.
Isn't it a Counting Crows song?
Oh, were you...
Has Doc been listening in on us this whole time?
Maybe. That's possible.
Maybe I was playing something reminiscent of it.
Yeah, maybe you just happened to hit the right chords. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Oh. Hey, Doc. Howdy. I can't hear you if you're talking. Are you talking, Doc? He's just here for the stare, apparently. Okay, I'll disconnect and reconnect. Sometimes voice mod gives us trouble. Okay, can you hear us now? We could not hear you at all.
Hey, doctor.
Hey, Doc. you're muted. He says we're muted. Are we?
Are we? We are.
Ah.
Oh,
Ah.
dang it! We tried to sing to False earlier, and I guess she didn't hear any of it. No!
It was just in-game muted.
Oh, dang it! I didn't realize that.
No,
Hey, Doc.
it was just like, I was listening in and then, in the background, she was striking like, dun, 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 dun. It's the song Mr. Jones.
I don't know that song. Quinn.
Mr. Jones and me, radio, blah, 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 blah. It's one of these songs that constantly plays in the car radio.
That one.
That's what I'm saying.
Ah, okay.
That's how it goes. Those are the words.
Uh-huh.
It's not a deep cutting German quote as you expected. What
I
are
don't
you
know.
doing here, man?
What
is this?
This is the electromagnetic spectrum. Well, part of it.
Why? What's going on?
Because, the theme of the pinball machine is space telescopes, and different space telescopes measure different parts of the electromagnetic spectrum, right? So, like, Hubble captures visible light, and Chandra X-ray Observatory observes X-rays.
That's all good, but why did you build it to visualize it in
Yes,
Minecraft?
why, Joe?
That is the
Why?
question.
Well, because the theme of the...
Well,
Okay, so different parts of the playfield of the pinball machine, like, I haven't laid it out yet, but, like, the pop bumpers are going to be representing Hubble. And there's going to be drop targets that represent the Chandra. And then there's going to be basically different components, like a spinner that ties into the gamma. And in the center of the playfield, there will be a representation like this that kind of leads to each of those shots. And on a real pinball machine, you would have lights that light up along those lines as you hit those shots to kind of build toward starting multi-ball or jackpots or whatever.
It's cool, man. Today I was just recording the outro for my newest episode, and then I flew by here in the night, and I gave you mad props because the place looks so cool in the night, especially. Like we rarely look around, man. Like we always sleep away the night, right? So you never get a chance to see how cool everything looks. It looks so cool if you fly towards it, like full-blown real pinball machine. I'm not kidding you. Like the Galaxy style, it looks really cool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping up that pixel art sometime in the next few weeks, and then like I said, I'm gonna start working on the playfield, and this is just basically representing what the playfield will be.
Yeah.
So should be fun.
I was constantly, like, since you started this project, I was always thinking if there was a cool way to somehow make a real pinball, But that's the only thing I always could think of is maybe using minecarts, because that has a kind of a nice movement. But I don't know.
Well,
you could theoretically even bounce minecarts, back up.
I think you could maybe do it at a smaller scale. At this scale, the only thing that
Yeah.
moves close to the speed of a pinball, which is like 95 miles an hour coming off the flipper, would be a player with an elytra. So what I was figuring is when it's done, the playfield will be an elytra course, where like the first phase you're like actually on the playfield under the glass, and then you'll drain and then go down underneath here where there's more components, and then the third part would be flying up in the back box where there's more components. And then
cool.
there'd be like a finish line. So I'm hoping to get this done around the end of the year, like just as like a final mini game before the season wraps up.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's definitely big scale.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I didn't realize how much time it was going to take just to get like the walls roughed in. This was.
What's the hole down there? Why do you have holes?
Oh, that's where the bass speaker would go, pointed out the bottom. So, like I said, I'm gonna put components and stuff to fly around for the elytra course when I'm done. Yeah. So.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And by the way, congrats on the official name change. No, it's not officially through yet, right? You have to.
Yeah, it's close
the
though. Yeah.
application or
Thank
whatever.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, that's really nice.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I was just wondering, man. I saw you streaming. It's like, why is he talking about the light spectrum and has it visualized? And then I heard Mr. Jones, and then I had to come for a visit. Like,
Well, we're always glad to have you, Doc. Thank you for stopping in.
no, but like, did you have issues there in the end? Jeff was also complaining a little bit.
Well, so the thing is, when you initially was like, hey, I built this thing in the end, I just avoided the end for a month. And then I was like, I'll just take a break from the end and I'll go back when Doc's done with it. And then when you said you're never going to be done with it, I was like, I need to suck it up and go over there. And I'm like, what? I'm in water. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's disconcerting, you know?
Yeah, but it washes you forward and then there's the way out, right? That's
Yeah, but
like,
it's glass against a black sky, you know, it's...
I know, it's like, maybe I should put a sign or something.
Yeah.
Don't panic.
Well, I was thinking like, if I just put some bamboo rafts in here temporarily, you could just remove the rafts when you need it again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on vacation now for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so I think you could throw some rafts in there. It shouldn't break anything.
I
don't know.
think it
There's
would.
string up there in a specific configuration that shouldn't be broken because
Okay.
that makes it so the platform doesn't regenerate, kind of.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
but the rest, yeah, if you can throw some boats in, whatever, makes me feel safer.
Awesome. Yeah, just so that I don't like teleport in and all of a sudden I'm drifting. Like what? Like it's a little disconcerting.
Yeah, well, yeah, you have your elytra by now, right? Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Although my elytra was dying at that point, which was why I was going to the end to fix it, you know. So.
You should get a few XP bottles, do some villager training. That's my new shtick. Like lately, I got a whole shulker box of XP bottles, and since that elytra fixing is like XPs, you know, like 20 bottles, boom, done, and then for elytra, it's worth it.
Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the snapshot announcements about the villager trading changes.
Oof.
I think
Hive Mind mad.
I think
Hive Mind mad.
I think it's gonna be good for us, but I understand why other people are not happy.
Dude,
But like,
it's okay. Listen, everybody doesn't understand why they made it really worse. There's all kinds of debates. Okay, you cannot get max level enchantments. You have to go to villages to breed, and it's all fine and dandy. But they removed a lot of books from it, and now let's say you go to the desert people or to the jungle guy. Within 3 rolls, you give them a librarian. You know, they only have 6 traits in total. So. Or 3, and then the special trait. So within 3 rolls, you have the perfect villagers. So they made it even more cheaty, pretty much, and easier, because, you know, what was the only thing that costed time before? Every time you place your lectern, right, you roll through all the enchantments every time. So to get the desired ones might take really long. Now, the pool which can be picked from is heavily limited according to the type of villager. You go there, boof, probably immediately get a villager with all the book traits, and you have 1 book trait like mending guaranteed in the jungle. So it's like, it's even easier, and it's just, I don't even know what's the point in taking out the max enchantments. Nobody understands.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's good though that like, you know, if you go to a certain place, you're gonna get the guaranteed local enchantment. So like, you don't have to waste a bunch of time on randomized stuff. It filters it down.
Exactly. Yeah, the pool is smaller, so I don't know if they didn't like, you know, the lectern spamming thing. But now it's like it's like
well,
I don't know.
Part of the problem though, apparently, I think part of it was that some kids didn't know that you could spam the lecterns, so they were just murdering the villagers and just be like, man, I had to murder 8,000 villagers to get what I wanted.
Oh no.
That's how it was done before, man. In the good old days before 114, I mean, you were breeding, checking the villager. If it was bad traits, poof, into the fire pit.
Yeah. And yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I think it'll be good because it's also anything that forces us, you know, since we work in a visual medium. Like, hey, we're going to the swamp. Hey, we're going to the jungle. These things look different from where our bases are. That's good, you know?
I don't know. In the end, what you will have to do is you go to a jungle place. You have to take 2 villagers there because they're in a swamp, right? And then you breed a villager, 2, 3 there. And then as it's so easy to roll for the desired traits, you do that for like 10 minutes. You have all the villagers you need and you're out. So it added maybe a little bit need to explore, but other than that, not seeing. Maybe they do something with enchanting. You know, could also become troublesome, right? Like there's no max level enchantments available, so you have to combine books, and then the enchantment costs go up drastically, and you could maybe even not even put together proper boots anymore because too expensive, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know where they're gonna go with that.
Yeah. Well, they also said they wanted other things to be easier, or they wanted to make other types of ways to acquire books to become competitive with just librarians. So encouraging people to like actually use enchanting tables on books again, or going exploring and looking for books in mine shafts and stuff. which, you know, maybe that's not reliable if you're trying to scale up and you need 8,000 efficiency 5 books, but like, you know, if you just need a handful of efficiency 5 books, you're good.
I think we here on the server will probably have the infrastructure quick, you know, to provide all the books you need, I guess. Because, I mean, it's a thing, right? If you die and lose all your gear, it would take forever to come back if you wouldn't have all the book trades and you quickly go to iBuy and go like, bim, 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 bim. Here's my pick again. I mean, honestly, I don't do too much enchanting and villager trading these days anymore, so I'm not too super bothered by it, but I'm not thinking this is going into the super right direction. But it's, you know, it's not even an official snapshot, right? It's
Yeah, it's
the
a
hidden
toggle.
features thing.
Yeah.
So it's literally really experimental. Could end up on the trash pile like the bundle did or whatever. You know, you never know. Where else would they experiment?
That's true.
You know.
I will say
You know what my interpretation of it is?
What?
Sorry for rambling, but
no, go on.
I think by now the development process became really difficult for the whole Minecraft team, as everybody sits in, right? There's Bedrock people and there's all kinds of other people, and it's no longer this ad hoc thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's why this, you know, his special hidden feature snapshot thing came about. So it gives the Mojang guys at Stockholm that actually make the Java game like more freedom to unbureaucratically fiddle around without having to go through the process of, you know, filtering it through all the meetings. And I think this is those are the real actually real experimental features. And I think they did it to bypass this whole process of debating forever. Just, you know, try something out. So it's not really officially in a snapshot, right? It's kind of specially hidden. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously no quoting, not quoting anybody.
No,
also
that
just
makes sense.
speculating.
Yeah, because there's a lot of approval that you have to get, like in a big company. You know, in order to get something on the project management like approved task list, you know, you have to make your case for why this feature even needs to be done or whatever. So
yeah, you know how the corporate world works,
it's
right?
not great.
Yeah, and now all this, like, there's so many interests, like Bedrock, it has a huge interest, and then, you know, that's why also it takes forever to work on the inventory, I guess. So many platforms, so much feedback, input. Yeah, stuff just takes time, unfortunately. And also I'm a bit confused that it is in a 1.20.2 update.
Well, there's a lot of bug fixes in there, so I guess they're also testing those bug fixes.
I mean, I should also get somebody that plays guitar in the background while I'm playing Minecraft, man. It's so soothing.
It is really soothing. And it's also, like, I gotta say, like, setting my studio up so I could have a second person mic'd, even though most of the time it's just me in here, it's nice to have the option to have family or friends over and just say, hey, we're gonna play Mario Kart, or, you know, we're gonna do something with the guitar in Minecraft. Like, you know, it makes the job a little less lonely, you know?
Yeah. It's kind of weird, right? You always have so many people watching you, but in the end, you're at home alone.
Exactly. Yeah, I really love having room to actually have like people in studio doing voice work or guitar work or whatever. It's great.
Nice. All right. Then I'll let you go back to explaining the universe to the masses.
I do what I can. They've got a lot of mass and energy, so, you know, we'll work it out.
Okay, see you later.
Bye, Doc.
Bye.
Later. Bye.
Okay, real quick, if you enjoy Quinn on guitar coming into the studio, that there is like a crosstown travel element to this. We don't live in the same apartment. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Quinn is really coming out of her way to be on the show. So
That would be too much like a sitcom if we lived in the same apartment.
yeah.
It'd
I mean,
just end up being Full House, basically.
yeah, I mean, honestly, like, no, I did ask my attorney. I was like, okay, so after, you know, Corinne's mom left, I'm like, so, like, if I get a roommate or something, like, in Full House, and he's like, okay, so here's a bunch of restrictions and things that could cause problems for you if you're gonna do that. Like,
here are the Full House laws.
yeah, he was basically, he was basically like, this person needs to be a respected professional who does not use drugs, will not be bringing strangers into the home overnight.
Am I a respected professional?
I mean, like, ideally, the person would have, like, be, like, a doctor or a lawyer.
Okay.
I asked, what about a...
I can work on that.
And I asked, I was like, well, what about a pharmacist? And he's just like, that's really on the line. So,
wow. Okay, so I'm not.
Yeah, like...
I'm not
like,
even near being the right material.
No. Yeah, yeah. And it's like, and it's one of those things, like, in theory... we could have other, like, adults living in the house, but, like, in terms of, like, what a judge is gonna look at and say, this isn't worth my time.
Sure.
Rather than... because the goal is always to have the judge, if the other person complains about it, you want the judge to look at it and go, this is a waste of my time. Not, oh, that's interesting, I want to hear more about this person. Right?
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, so, you know, for example, Palmer had said, like, Andrea would be fine.
Okay.
Because it's like
she's a doctor.
She's a medical doctor. There's no question that your daughter would be safer with her living in the home.
Absolutely.
You know, there's the judge is going to look at that and go, I don't even need to talk to these people. You know, that sort of thing. But like,
yeah, well, yeah. If safety is a concern, my very existence comes with an element of danger. Plus, I'd have to give up my completely mundane rock and roll lifestyle.
Yeah, I know. So there's that. But like, I mean, so it's one of those things like there's a huge difference between what you can and can't do and what you can and can't do without the judge reviewing it. But basically, it's one of those things where it's like, if a complaint was filed and the judge had to look at it, all of the money I saved on rent by splitting with somebody,
Yeah.
I'd be dumping back into the attorney.
Right.
And he'd be like, I could win this in this amount of time. It would cost you this amount of money. We wouldn't lose this, but you would break even on the rent thing. So
Yeah.
it's probably better to. Yeah. FalseSymmetry, join the game. Let's go. Let's try again.
Now we're not muted.
Now we're not muted. Oh.
What general time zone is FalseSymmetry in?
British summer.
So it's good evening.
Yeah.
Or is it afternoon?
It's okay. It's 10 a.m. ish here, so that's 4 p.m. It's tea time.
Tea time.
It's almost tea time. 10 minutes to tea time.
10 minutes to tea time.
10 minutes to tea time
It's
in it.
10 minutes to tea time. In the summer, did they have a
Summer tea.
summer tea? No, they would never put ice.
No, not iced tea.
No.
Okay, let's. Okay, so give me a second to get within range here, and I will count us in when I think we're about there. 3, 2, 1. Tea time. 10 minutes to tea time, perhaps. Wait, is False not here? Let's kind of look at the coordinates.
10 minutes to tea time. 10 minutes to tea time.
Okay, hold on. No, I think False
Hi,
moved.
Joe.
Oh, there's False. 10 minutes to
I
tea
was
time.
literally.
Was I? Apparently, when we sang to you earlier, we were muted. Sorry about that.
No, you weren't. You weren't.
We weren't.
No, we
I
weren't.
heard it. But I actually couldn't find you.
Oh,
I was
okay.
in free cam looking around, like, where even were you to say hello to? And you were just, like, invisible.
No, we were just like standing on the roof over there. But okay, yeah, because we just tried to talk to Doc, and he's like, "Joe, you are muted." I was like, "What? How long have we been muted?"
That's a docs issue.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, well,
It
we'll let
wasn't
you
you,
go
Joe.
about your business, False.
Yes.
Have a good day.
Okay, you didn't need anything then? No?
No, we just like bothering people.
no.
But
Okay.
yeah, all right. Catch you later.
Well, I'm not up to anything, so, you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, like I said, whenever you're ready for a TCG match, though, yeah, let me know.
Oh, yeah.
And we will schedule. We need to get a third-party ref, ideally, to make it an official match.
Hold on
I
a
also need to
second.
find the stream torch. Because it's
9 minutes
nowhere.
to tea time.
Wait, did Ren not give it to you?
Not yet.
Ren told us where to put it so that he could present it to you in a video.
Okay, I'll pick Ren then.
Okay, because, like, if he's just, like, disappeared or whatever, like, if you don't hear back from him, I know where it is, and I will get it to you. But
Okay.
he explicitly wanted to give it to you on film, so.
That works for me.
Alrighty. Well, catch you later, Falls.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Ow.
Ow. Don't do that to us.
Yeah, I know. That's,
That hurts.
okay. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, I don't know if there's something up with Patreon today, or not Patreon, PayPal, because we have not gotten a single PayPal tip.
It's...
Let me log in and do a manual refresh.
You had a big support weekend.
That's
and
true,
maybe
but like
people are supported out.
yeah, no, that is possible, but like also like at an hour and 20 minutes in, if we have gotten literally nothing, it's more likely that there's something wrong with PayPal, like statistically.
Oh yeah, we've got no PayPal tips.
So that's what I'm saying
That's a good point.
is I'm gonna just manually refresh PayPal and make sure that there's nothing missing there. Okay.
8 minutes to tea time.
It looks like we're all right. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll see what happens then. Okay. Oh, this is a new little backyard. I don't know if that's
backyard
spoilers.
is this?
This is the backyard of the museum.
Oh wow.
Asteri is going to send a small tip to test. Thank you, Asteri. Appreciate it. I will keep my eye out for that. Because, yeah, like, I'd feel terrible if, like, 4 hours from now, like, a backlog of 15 tips all process at once, and I'm like, oh, sorry, y'all, like, womp womp. It's not spoilers at the museum. Okay. So... Cub, show the fossil on camera. You're good. Okay, cool. So anyway, what we were talking about was, okay, view details. Okay, this is Asteri testing. Thank you, Asteri. That definitely came through and gets us 5 more. So yeah, that worked and worked quickly. So cool, cool, cool. Thank you for that. We appreciate both your financial support and your emotional support. So I'm not over here like going like, is it broken?
Thank you for the financial and emotional support.
And Lost Cult Music says, cheers, thanks for the music. That's going to get us to 13.
Well,
so, yep,
thanks
here we
for
go.
the memories.
Yay. Okay. So, have a good breakfast, Space Demon. Okay. So, basically...
Okay, so we're on the spectrum.
We've got the electromagnetic spectrum here, infrared, visible, UV, X-ray, and gamma. And so the way the pinball machine is going to look from overhead here, like this is a map of the pinball machine. Like kind of like how how like on Medieval Madness or Monster Bash, there's like indicators in the center of like what you've activated and what you haven't and stuff.
Yep.
So the idea is that I want to have a representation of the electromagnetic spectrum here with lights that show your progress towards starting each mode.
That's cool.
Hey, we got another 5 rolling in. Let's see who that is from. S&R Productions says, have a great day. Well, thank you, S&R. That is going to get us to...
Thank you, S. Thank you, R.
18 degrees angular. Woo! Okay. So, let's see. So basically, what I need, though, is for this to look right and to line up in the order I want. Like, with Monster Bash, if they moved a part around, they could swap where the creature from the Black Lagoon was and the Wolfman. Let me pull a, see if I can pull an image of Monster Bash here. IPDB.
We do the bash. We do the Monster Bash.
The Monster Bash.
It was a graveyard smash.
Hey.
Hey.
Looks like we got another 20 rolling in from Sean Cockrell. Thank you, Sean Cockrell.
Thank you.
That is going to get us another 20 degrees of rotation up to 38. It is appreciated.
Thank you so much.
Woo, 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 woo. I also wonder if because we had the problems with the internet earlier and the storm was rolling through, people were like, well, I don't want to tip if the stream is going to get cut down to like 5 minutes. Maybe people are just happy to see that we actually have been able to put on a real show.
I mean, yeah.
Because we got another 15 rolling in from Kevin. Thank you very much, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
So let's see, 38 plus 15, so 12, 3, the spider.
Ah! Do not die, Joseph.
I'm working on it.
Werewolves of Pinball.
Werewolves of Pinball? That's pretty good.
That's not from me. That's
Wait, who's that from?
Jackson said that.
Joel Jackson. Woo! Werewolves of Pinball. Okay. So let me see if I can find an image of Monster Bash. Real quick from the Internet Pinball Database. Center playfield. Yeah. Okay. So zoom in. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in. Okay. But basically, this Monsters of Rock image here. You see, like, so, like, the creature has, like, the green thing that leads up to the shot for the creature. And there's blue leading up to the, from the Bride of Frankenstein up to her shot.
It's a really,
Frankenstein is under his shot.
Lovely and colorful table design.
Yeah. Dracula is leading to his shot with the bats there. The Wolfman, the moon goes up that way. That sort of thing.
Sure.
Right? So the thing is, if they needed to rearrange something on the table, they could just say, oh, we'll put the Wolfman and the Mummy in different spaces. But that doesn't necessarily work if the things logically go in a given sequence. The optimal way to present these 5 pieces of the electromagnetic spectrum are in order.
Sure.
And, you know, so having infrared touch the red part of the rainbow, and then violet touching, leading into ultraviolet, leading into X-ray, leading into gamma is going to be best. So
this is Badger Spanner's favorite table.
Badger
Monster
Spanner's
Bash.
favorite table. Woo! So, yeah. Monsters of Rock. It looks, yeah, I love this table design. So what we want to make sure is that if we have like a display that lights up for each part of the spectrum that you've completed in the center, that they are both sequential logically, but also that the shots leading to hitting those things go in the same sequence.
Yeah.
So that means the infrared shots need to be on the far left, followed by a shot that leads you up to the pop bumpers for the visible light, followed by a shot that leads to the UV activation. Chandra X-ray is going to be kind of here in the middle right, and then the far right is going to be the gamma ray spinner. So
I try to avoid the far right.
that's fair. Understandable. So I think that we have like a rough concept here that has a unity of design and function, but I still have to figure out exactly where all these components go, which I'm gonna have to do in probably. I'm not gonna bother with like using CAD for this, because even though that would help in some ways, since this is ultimately gonna be pixel art, doing it in Adobe Illustrator and then moving it over into Photoshop, which can have mapped out to be pixel perfect or whatever, is going to be the easiest thing. It's going to save me a lot of measurements. Howdy, Cub! I was going to say, how come Cub is only saying hi to me, but apparently everybody else logged off. Oh, that'll do it. Okay.
Yeah, Cub didn't say hi to me.
It's alright. Do you want to go show Cub your guitar skills?
Okay.
Alright. Let's see, Cub might be over in the, museum. Negative 2186. Okay.
What?
Cub might be in the pyramid.
What kind of cub? Lion cub? Bear cub?
Could be a lion cub.
Tiger cub?
Could be a tiger cub. Could be a jaguar cub.
Could be a jackal cub.
A jackal cub, you say? Is that even a type of cub? I didn't even know a jackal cub existed.
Got real Irish.
I didn't know it was the accent skill.
Irish-ish.
Cub's just like, I'm out. He's just like, nope. Not today, Satan. Loopy says, what about radio telescopes? I think we have a few of those in space. Radio is better from ground-based observation because the waves are
yeah, like the
lower
radio
frequency.
telescope in parks.
Like the radio telescope in parks or some ground-based arrays in South America. Realistically, the thing about these parts of the spectrum is that atmosphere interferes with them.
Ooh.
Whereas radio and microwave, you don't really need to worry as much about atmosphere. And so we're primarily focusing on space-based platforms.
So video did not kill the radio telescope.
No.
That's good to know.
Yeah, so radio and microwave are going to be out of scope here. Loopy says, I followed up. Only 3 radio telescopes have been launched into space so far. 2 Russian, 1 Japanese. Yeah, it's one of those things where you technically can do it, but it's not necessarily cost-effective to do it. Okay, Beef is going to judge me versus XP. Thanks, Beef. Great. Thanks, Beef. Okay. Awesome. Beef will be reffing. So we should be all set. Okay. So, Jill Jackson says, isn't today MTV's anniversary? Well, that's why we got to get out the vote here in Nashville.
Happy
Or rock the vote.
birthday, MTV.
Okay.
They've got an astronaut with a TV.
The M is for moon.
That's no moon.
It's a space station! I don't know what we're doing.
I never know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Jill Jackson says MTV is 42 years old.
Wow.
Wow. That's almost as old as Joe.
Thanks. Yeah. Okay. So, here's the thing, is, like, I need to think my way through, like, where a bunch of these cutouts are going to go for where the posts are going to be, all that stuff.
Mr. Jones and me.
But I'm not ready to... I don't have that prepared today, so hopefully by next week we'll be able to just kind of follow through on other stuff. Hey, welcome, Allison and Tech. Glad you
Hey,
joined us.
Allie. How are you?
Hello, Hallie, Allie.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, hello. MTV stands for Minecraft, Tennessee. Very fun. Thank you, Demented MK. That's completely bonkers. Okay, so...
I want my Minecraft Tennessee. Very fun.
Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm getting a message here from somebody coordinating a visit to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital. So we did a big charity thing a while back, and we're trying to get visits arranged to each of the hospitals that got the what they're called go-karts, but they're not for driving around in. They're like video gaming carts for kids in children's hospitals.
Oh, okay.
And yeah. So hopefully we can get that all sorted, and I can do that sometime in the next month. Tango and Impulse just got to go to the one in Arizona, and I'll be doing the Tennessee one. Let's see. Okay. So what I'm kind of imagining here, Quinn, is... You know how Centaur has, like, the drop targets on... Well... Centaur has the drop targets kind of in the center that spell orbs. I'm going to have something kind of like that, except it's going to spell Chandra. Because the Chandra Space Telescope, or X-ray Observatory, it looks like 6 drop targets. Let me just, like, see if I can open up a picture here of that. Of course I can't. About Chandra. Yeah. So like, oh good, it loaded the whole web page. Thanks. But yeah, basically these solar panel bits are like the right size and placement to be two separate banks of 3 drop targets, and then I'll probably put a saucer in the middle. But yeah, I think that'll be cool, and yeah, so that'll be kind of centrally in the playfield. Mind of Me says Scar's gonna be doing a panel at PAX West with Seattle Children's Hospital and also Child's Play. Yep. Yeah, I was talking to Travis about that the other day, who's the director of Child's Play. Everybody's very excited about that. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, cool. Okay, so we should be hearing back from Vanderbilt soon. I just had to answer a bunch of questions to make sure it'll just be me.
It'll just be Joe.
My actual name is Joe Hills, if they need that for the visitor access. Yeah.
That'd be really funny if your actual name wasn't Joe Hills, and
Well,
you
a lot
just
of people,
kept that
a lot
from
of
me.
people think it isn't. I mean,
What would it be?
well, no, they're just like, well, because everybody else uses a stage name. They just,
And your real name is like Alistair McLeod
yeah, like, or, you know, I don't know.
or Joffrey Bumble.
Yeah, yes, Joffrey Bumble.
Did I just dox you?
No, it's fine. Okay. Allie Ray.
Allie Rain. There you go. Now Allie.
Wait, that
You
photo
can be in
that.
tech. You can
Wait. Is that?
in
Hold on.
anywhere
Is
you
that
like.
Allie from Twitter who
Yeah,
does?
it is Allie.
Is that
It's the same Allie who
does
was
the-
previously Allie in tech.
No. I know it's the same Allie who was previously Allie in Tech, but is this the same Allie from Twitter who does the legal stuff about like state laws?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Cool.
we know her.
Okay. Well, I wasn't. The other picture didn't look quite the same. It's very small on this screen. So awesome. Well, welcome, Allie. Oh, Allie, are you on Mastodon yet? Cause here I would love to follow you on Mastodon. Here's a link to my Mastodon page with a car with a cool Vanity plate I just saw the other day. But yeah, if you follow me, I'll be able to find you there. Or if you've already followed me, tell me, because I only think I have like 30 people following me, so I can find you in that list. Okay.
Do you have to join the Mastodon server to
No,
view
it's-
its content?
No, it's anybody. Well, okay, so anybody with this link, like I'm not logged in over
Sure.
here, and you can still view the
Oh,
page.
okay, cool.
You can still. So it's kind of like how Twitter used to be. There's no login required.
That's very nice.
Ooh, there's 31 active users on this server.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this guy who administers the server, he used to work for Twitter, and he like organizes like local dev meetups and stuff.
Okay.
So, like, I'm not sure in the long
What
term.
are his rules as it pertains to bigots and fascists and in the sort?
I don't know.
Okay.
Basically, because that's actually one of the biggest problems with Mastodon is that moderation is hard, and it's not a solved
Moderation
problem.
is always hard. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, though, he's somebody that has generally good common sense and is well respected, and I don't know that those rules have been developed yet.
I see.
But basically, my goal here was to learn what it would take for me to set up my own instance, which is the eventual goal.
I see.
It would probably be a self-hosted instance for only me, so I wouldn't be applying filters or anything like that because I'm not
You wouldn't have to
responsible.
moderate anyone but yourself.
Yeah.
Master Joe.
Yeah. So, in terms of, like, okay, I will say, are you talking about, like, one of the problems with Mastodon moderation is you have to deal with both people posting on your own server and defederating other servers.
Okay.
So, the general impression I have is, if somebody comes in here to screw around and make problems, they're going to get banned instantly. But I don't think he's necessarily taking a strong arm on, I'm going to defederate every server that possibly allows something that I would not allow.
Okay.
Which, as somebody who needs to get news over the internet, is important, right? For me, personally.
Sure.
So this is why this is a good start for me.
And there are like other people you know.
Yeah, this is where
there.
the other people who like talk about the city council, people who like
Nashville scene journalists, perhaps?
yeah, Nashville scene journalists, people who live tweet city council meetings. They're the sorts of people that are over here.
I see. Very engaged.
Some people that yeah, like so I don't know everybody here by name, but I know a lot of them. There's only 31 people using this server.
Right.
And honestly, maybe only 5 or 6 of us are active, you know.
I see.
But it's a good starting point for dipping my toes into Mastodon.
Sure. Where are we rotationally?
We are at great question.
Great question.
We are at 38 degrees angular here, and tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. Ali Rain says, I don't use Mastodon, much more of a Blue Sky person. Oh, that's fair. I'm on Blue Sky as well as joehills.net. Although, looks like I got signed out.
Oh, no.
So I'll have to deal with that later. I don't know what's going on with that. But, yeah, I'm not going to deal with that now.
Nope.
Yeah, I wonder if I can Google Blue Sky joehills.net. Okay, just so people can find me. The thing I like about Blue Sky is that you can use your domain name as your username.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I follow you. Okay, I thought I did.
Yeah.
I thought I did. Okay.
I follow Allie on there, too.
Yeah, unfortunately, with Blue Sky, you can't just see somebody's profile without being logged in, which is terrible for a publishing platform.
Yes,
But
it's still
makes
closed.
sense for a social media thing. Yeah.
The wait list is closed, so don't inquire further.
Yeah. Okay, it is 10:14 now. We usually go until around 11 a.m.
It's 10:14.
10:14. Mini blocks box. Let's get these mini blocks into the box. Wait, actually, I want to put these in the other one. These are full-size blocks. Okay. Mob heads box should be in here somewhere. Yeah, mob tops. Okay, cool. So, how do I make a block of bamboo? I think that my friend Impulse says we left some. Yes, it's true. Okay, let's see if we can make a block of bamboo here. I want to make some rafts and try and fill in Doc's thing.
Okay.
Okay, I'm assuming
Let's do it.
blocks of bamboo it.
Blocks
Bamboo
of
planks.
bamboo.
Bamboo rafts. That's too many.
Rafts and crafting crafts in Minecraft.
In Minecraft, it's true.
On HermitCraft.
Actually, let's put these in a different one. Okay.
Who decided it should be called HermitCraft and why?
Generic B was his tagline was that he was the Minecraft hermit for his channel.
I see.
I don't even think server. So this is actually something that I think I'm gonna have to do a poll about on my Discord, but I don't want to. I don't think that every server needs a name. Like, we've gone back and forth. Sometimes my Patreon server has a name and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
And the problem is, it having a name means that it's unclear what it is. It doesn't make sense to brand a Patreon server. Like, so basically sometimes there's like a natural alignment between Star Trek jokes and the season number of HermitCraft. So the first server that I had for season 6 was just called Joe Hills Thanks You.
Mm-hmm.
And because this is the Patreon thanks server. That's what it is. And that was fine. And then for season 7, I was like, oh, it could be 7 of Mine, like 7 of 9 from Star Trek. And then I was like, I wasted like a year or two explaining to people, every time I mentioned 7 of Mine in the stream, I'd have to then say, my Patreon vanilla server. And so then, for season 8, I'm just like, this server does not have a title. It's just my Patreon vanilla server.
Joe Hills Patreon vanilla server.
Yes. And then people started calling it, like, Untitled with an 8 in the middle. Where one of the eyes was. And Untitled or something. And I'm like, that's fine. Whatever, I don't care.
That's fine. Just don't be a tattletale.
Yeah. And then for season 9, it's like, well, I wasn't going to name it. And then NJ, I think, came up with Deep Slate 9. And I was like, well, that's too good not to use. But I don't feel like I was brainstorming for season 10. Because the problem is Twitter has basically killed the letter X for branding. And, like, all of the funny things I can come up with are just going to remind people that Elon Musk bought Twitter and be depressing.
Yep.
So
you gotta avoid one of 26 letters at all costs.
And it's the one that's the Roman numeral for the server number.
Yep.
And so...
Sure is.
Yeah, this is, I think, the best way to do this. This is so perfectly obnoxious.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
I guess you could call it the next teneration.
Well, I have a huge list of Star Trek puns with the Tenterprise, for example.
Oh my god.
But I was like, I'm gonna have to explain what this is constantly anyway. And, like, the joke stops being funny if I get annoyed enough, and I know that we're gonna hit that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's with the... Some people put SMP at the end of their server.
That's
what does
short
that
for
mean?
survival multiplayer.
Oh, okay. So that's what that means.
Yeah, 10 Forward is another Star Trek one.
10 Forward.
But, like, the thing is, though, 10 Forward also means something. Like, part of the point of giving the server a name is that if people Google it, that they can find, like, people are like, well, you got to give the server a name, so if I post YouTube videos from there, people can know which server it is and find it. But, like, 10 Forward is like 800 different things named 10 Forward already.
Yeah.
Because it's not like a pun, it's just using the name from Star Trek.
Yeah. Joe Ben Tenobi.
Yeah, Joseph Tenedict Hills or something. Okay. This is not helping. I am not sure that this is an improvement, but I'm also kind of fine with that, like, because it was already terrible.
Yeah. Pearl Jam has an album called 10, so you could just start doing Pearl Jam references.
Yeah. I was tempted to just name the server X. Tempted? Yeah, I did actually kind of slam that. I did that. You caught it.
You can't slam anything past me.
I was thinking of just naming the server X.
Yeah.
But, because it's like, if it's going to be ungoogleable anyway, let's just lean all the way in.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Server X.
Server X, yeah. Unbeknownst to Speed, the mysterious Server X was actually his long-lost brother, Rex.
That actually makes a lot of sense. I hadn't thought of that before.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it keeps pivoting back because it's getting hit by that one.
This seems like to be a lot of boats in one place.
Yeah, well, I mean... The thing is, people will think that Doc did this, and then they won't want to touch it. Mr. X! Yeah. Yeah. So I think that this is just gonna be the Joe Hills flagship Patreon vanilla SMP server again. I think if people want to nickname it the Tenterprise or whatever, that's
Sure,
fine, because
that's up
hey,
to them.
it's the flagship. Uh-oh, something is broken here. Something
You
is
could also take on
something is deeply broken.
Final Fantasy naming, and the next season would be X2.
Okay, well, whatever went wrong there, I think I fixed it. Yay. Let's stretch out.
Let us stretch. Let us stretch.
I had a Vampire the Masquerade character, says Jill Jackson, named 30 Night Raven 30. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. Or Kiss Kiss Kiss.
Yeah.
Night Raven Kiss Kiss Kiss.
Yeah. Previously known as Twitter. Mahi says tentatively named vanilla server.
It's got the 10 in it.
Yeah, it
I
does.
like it.
Yeah. Joe Hills' tentative flagship server. Yeah. Yeah. Flagship server tentatively named. But yeah, I mean, I would have just named it X probably if it wasn't for freaking Elon Musk. Like just like wow.
Friggin' Elon Musk.
What am I gonna do with all these extra bamboo rafts now?
Toss them in the water. And
Yeah.
let
Like
'em
let's
do
just
their own
put
thing.
them places that we might need a raft later.
Yeah.
Like next to this boat. Can you not place a raft while you're already in the water? Whoops. So the weird thing is too, you don't sit on top of the raft. You just intersect it the same way you do a boat. They didn't, like, you know. So you see how the boat has like the indent there?
Yeah. Why
It's the exact
do these
same animation.
two things exist? Do they do anything differently from one another?
No, absolutely not. They just added bamboo to the game and thought it would be cool to make a raft. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
should probably get rid of the Chandra X-ray Observatory image.
You
of-
might have a tip that came in.
Oh, let me see. That might be one we already acknowledged via the phone.
Could
But let
be,
me
could
let
be.
me verify that. I don't think it is. No, it is not. It is from Queen Dark Lady, who says it may not be Joe Hill's Appreciation Week anymore, but I appreciate. Thank you, Queen Dark Lady. That is gonna get us.
Thank you, Queen Dark
Let's see. We were at
Lady.
38, so that's gonna get. Oh wait, no, were we? Yeah, we were at 38, so that's gonna get us to 8 plus 8. Oh gosh, okay.
46.
Yeah, 46. I got an abacus here, and my brain is still like, it's been a long week. Okay. It's gonna bring us up to 46 degrees angular. Okay. So, there we go.
94 away from our goal.
Yeah.
Our first goal.
Our first goal, which is gonna be Quinn singing Birdhouse. Is it for the soul or of the soul?
In your soul. By They Might Be Giants.
By They Might Be Giants. Very nice. Okay. So.
You know, put a little birdhouse in your soul.
Yeah. I'll put a little birdhouse in your soul for you. Put a little birdhouse in your soul for me. Together forever. Dun, 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 dun.
I will love you.
Forever and ever. We never will part. Or is it something like, to live without you would only be heartbreak for me. No, it's I wait for the
I
bus
wait for the
dear.
bus dear.
And then
While riding, I think
of us dear.
All right, fine.
I know this one. Say a little prayer for you. People. Oh no, we're getting internet problems again.
No.
Okay, let me. I'm still on the server, I think. Getting more stutter. Probably storm issues.
Choppy.
Let's see if it catches up. If not, we'll wrap early.
This is a choppy guitar song. It's smooth for me, but it's laggy and horrendous to you. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's trying to catch up. Okay.
It's trying to catch up now.
We're dropping a lot of frames.
We've lost a lot of frames out. This is not ideal.
It's okay, it's catching up. Okay. I think we're caught up.
We are caught up.
Okay, okay, I think we're through the worst of it. Refresh if still stuttering on your end. Thanks. Okay. Well, the other thing is with like Star Trek, I was like, well, what is there any famous ships with an X in it? And I'm like, well, there's the I think there's an Excelsior. It might be an entire class, Excelsior class.
That is class.
There's also the NX-01,
Yep.
which is the Enterprise, and then there's also the NX-10, which is the Bismarck. But I don't know. Jill Jackson says, I love the way Bacharach David songs go off on these little tangents. We do what we can. Cordelia says, looks like it's catching up. Yeah, it looks like we've stopped dropping frames. So, yeah, OBS tries to catch up. And so it basically, I could tell the internet came back because it went from sending 200 kilobits a second to sending 36 megabits a second. Which is supposed to be at 10 megabits a second, but it was like trying to make up for all the lost seconds by sending the max upload of the entire pipe, which is like 30 to 40 megabits a second.
Upload to the max.
Upload to the max. Oh, that's the other thing I don't want to use the X because of HBO Max.
Oh yeah.
It's like I just feel like the branding for this stuff is, yeah. Dun dun dun.
Everything's got to have an X in it.
Yeah, it's too extreme.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna fly around a little bit. Looks like we have got our glitching. Yeah, but the thing is, even though the Star Trek puns make me, they're amusing to me. Like, I feel like that's a good nickname for the server. The actual name, yeah, the flagship Patreon server just works. Ali Rain says, everyone's ruined the letter X. I know, right? It's just a problem all the way. Okay. The server... Oh, there's a joke for Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee.
Yeah.
You're
now,
the only 10
but
I see.
once again, though, like, if we actually did incorporate that in the season name, people are like, oh, okay, this server is only for people from Tennessee, like the way Nashtodon is only for people in Nashville.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Would not go well.
You know what? Let me check something.
Go ahead and check something. If you really want to check something, check it out, check it out.
Okay. If I hit this, oh, yeah. Okay, so he actually does have a written policy. Sorry.
That's good.
Yeah. Don't be a jerk. Hate speech, discrimination, and harassment of any kind are not welcome here. Because when you asked me that, I thought you were talking about like with who he federates with. Because that's actually the number one source of drama in the news with Mastodon right now, is that like there's a question of like people are trying to like some Mastodon instances are trying to be like safe spaces, but that means that they're refusing to federate with any like Mastodon instance that has news in it that might make people feel unsafe. And people are like, well, I want to use Mastodon and I want to be part of this community, but I also want to be able to read the news on it. And there's like a fight between like what the purposes of that instance was. So that's what I thought you were talking about was a federation policy.
No, I meant if I join
not a membership policy.
Because there are a lot of people who can be like civilly transphobic.
Yeah.
And just be like, well, I'm just curious why
you
think you're a woman.
Well, that's why number 2 here is no trolling also. We encourage use of your name as your display name where applicable. If you want to be anonymous, get an account on the other server. Get an account
on another server.
Yeah. So basically, like, this is an account for, like, citizens
Real
of
people.
Nashville.
Yes.
You know. So, yeah. So there is a policy there. I just had to think about it because, yeah, I misunderstood your question.
Oh, well,
so
then you should probably change your username to Joffrey Bumble.
Yeah, I know, clearly.
If we're trying to be transparent.
Do. Oh, remind me to tell you at lunch. We might have 2 more maybes for the Toronto trip. I forgot about that. There's just so much going on today between like new baby nephew and everything else. Okay. So let's see here. Feedback. No, we want live event chat. Ali says civilly transphobic. I felt my blood pressure rise as you said it. Yeah, it's a real problem.
Those people are terrible.
Yeah.
But they exist.
Yeah.
And and a lot of times they're playing devil's advocate or they're just, I don't know.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the job...
They're like, convince me.
Well, the job of the devil's advocate is to ensure that only those truly, like, touched by God are canonized. And so, like, if somebody's like, oh, I'm playing devil's advocate, it's like, okay, who are we trying to, have become sainted here? What's, like, okay... let's move forward with the proceedings of the Vatican as applied to this manner. Let's go. And like I just start pulling on all this stuff about the origins of the devil's advocate and basically harass them into leaving me alone.
Cool.
I'm like, let's talk about the Vatican. Yeah! Because the devil's advocate's a very specific legal job.
Yeah.
In the
beatification
process.
Exactly.
Beatification. Sorry, that's a word that's a word I don't say out loud often.
No,
but yeah. Like I will.
Certain people are beatified.
Oh yeah. And it's like
before they are canonized.
Yeah, a lot of people who are, a lot of people around here don't like the Catholic Church very much either. So it's like, oh, it's curious to me that you're assuming a role that was created by the Pope, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Like, let's go into this.
Yeah, are you a papist?
Yeah, like, I am a terrible person, and I do my best at it. But yeah. Badger says, can confirm that politely ableist people are the same people.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Cordelia says, some people say playing devil's advocate when they really mean they're sea lioning, which is a reference to the Malky Wondermark cartoon that I will link. Because every time this comes up, people are like, I don't know that term.
It's a newer term.
It's a newer term. The Terrible Sea Lion from September 19th, 2014. As soon as this comic came out, like that day, people started using it on Twitter, though. They're like, this is...
And they never stopped.
They never stopped, yeah. So, yeah, here's a link to the Sea Lion, the Terrible Sea Lion, Wondermark 1062. Yeah. Badger says, they don't like it when I respond to their question of what's wrong with you with lots of things. What's wrong with you? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I will start escalating things very rapidly if somebody's being a jerk like that. And then if they're like, what is up with you? Are you okay? I will respond truthfully, no! And then if I'm in the right mood, I'll even just start breakdown sobbing dramatically. I can't do it right now because I'm actually in a pretty good mood. But, like, if I'm that annoyed, like, I will just channel all of my frustration with that person, with all of my frustration with the world in general. You do not want to have an obnoxious argument with me. I will make a scene. I am not here to be your friend, or put up with you, or indulge you. Hey, Sandra tipped 94. Woo!
Woo, thank you, Sandra.
Who says, might have been dropping frames, but I hope it doesn't drop this. Okay, let's see. We were at 46.
And you dropped this, Sandra. A crown.
Woo! So this is going to bring us up to 110. Bringing us only 70 away from our first goal, where Quinn will sing.
Birdhouse in your soul.
And if we hit...
They might be giants.
If we hit 360, then the Beetlejuice will be performing Istanbul by They Might Be Giants.
But not Constantinople.
Jill Jackson says, I also cry when I'm frustrated, and other people can read that as manipulation. I am literally manipulating these people at that point. My objective is if somebody's coming over here and playing devil's advocate, I will manipulate them as loudly and publicly and shamefully as possible. I have no interest in indulging. That is not what I'm there for.
I just block and ban and move on, but...
Well, no, I'm talking about, like, if I'm, like...
In real life?
In real life, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no, block and ban and move on in the stream, but yeah. Rex says, Rex Verdi here. When someone asks me, what's wrong with you? I reply, how long you got? I can't do a good Rex voice. I hope you get the chance to meet Rex someday. Rex is really cool. I know Rex through the Shadow Council Penny Arcade PAX scene.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, we've
I'll
hung
go
out.
to PAX one of these days.
Yeah, we've hung out in Jersey before.
We got a new message from
We
Service
got
at
another
PayPal.
tip. Let's see who that's from. We got 10 from Cordelia, who says, will we ever find out if they are giants?
Would they...
If
we get to 180, I think we might.
They might be giants. Who can tell? I mean... Jill Jackson says, the new episode of the C-Team is fantastic. Yeah, I am like... I think I need to listen to the last 10 minutes. Because I put it on when I needed to go to bed, and then I actually turned it off.
Oh.
Which is a responsible thing to do. But
Sometimes.
But yeah, no, like, now I gotta go pull that up. Yeah, because, no, I've watched or listened to the first, like, 80% of it. I think I just got, like, 10 minutes left. But, yeah, I'm hoping that they keep making more.
The Ender Ninja says they might be giants are amazing. I agree.
Yeah, Mahi0 says, this reminds me of a skit I saw on YouTube where the boss is like, hey, why are you late to work? And the employee says, I broke down on the way to work. And the boss says, is your car okay? And the employee says, you pay my salary. You know I can't afford a car. Yeah. Alrighty, catch you later, Allie. Have a good day.
Good to see you, Allie. Bye.
Okay, so let's see what else is going on here. Okay, so we were talking about... So subwoofer's gonna go there. Apron's gonna go here. So I need to put in the trough that's gonna kick over to the shooter lane.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure that this is... Yeah, this is the beginning of the apron. So the trough should, like, start, like, roughly here, basically. I've spent way too long looking at the trough on Godzilla, since it keeps failing, that opto.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, or it's not that the opto is failing, it's that the ball gets stuck on the left side of the trough for some reason, and you have to nudge it. Alex says, in the early days of the server, I remember a project to remove excess boats to curb lag. Is that still a thing? Won't the refs cause lag? We'll find out.
Yep.
This is how we test stuff. It's like, because the early version of the server was like 12, 14 months ago. Right? It was like March. So that's 15 months.
Long time.
Long time. So we are 20 minutes away from heading off to lunch and going to vote.
Unless we hit our goal.
Well, yeah, if we hit our goal like right at the end of the stream, we will keep the stream going long enough to sing, but we will have to eat eventually. But yeah, we are currently at 120 degrees angular, putting us $60 away from our first goal. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Kindle says boats and spawn chunks are the only boats that people really need to care about. Okay, that's what I figured. And we did have like a lot of boats in the spawn chunks originally. Okay.
I see.
So the trough is gonna start like here-ish. And
Truffle, waffle.
yeah. Truffle, waffle. It's gonna have to be probably at least 8 blocks wide. I'm just eyeballing this at this point. Because the ball is gonna be 6 blocks wide at least. Like, and change. And then
It's gonna move.
it's gonna, the trough is gonna push the balls down to here, where the eject is gonna be. Interesting. So if that's mounted, if this bolt goes underneath here, then the wood for the trough, how does that eject work, I wonder?
No idea.
Yeah, I hadn't realized that this was going to intersect like this. Let me pull up my photos of the machine. Pictures. Pictures of a pinball machine.
Pictures of a pinball machine.
Where's the underneath?
Pictures of a pinball machine.
Do I not have the pictures from underneath? Dang it. Well, that's a problem. Oh, you know what it is? It's that the trough is actually... Okay, you know, you see how this wall here doesn't go all the way down? I think that the trough kick out is actually here because the plunger runs to here. So this brace isn't going to intersect the trough because the plunger is filling most of this space.
Okay.
Okay. See, this is we're getting a better sense of the physicality of the machine as we look at this stuff. Let's see if I go to IPDB if there's a picture of a playfield for TNA.
Total nuclear annihilation.
Total nuclear annihilation.
Total nuclear annihilation.
Total nuclear annihilation.
We're all annihilated.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Inside cabinet front. Under playfield. Under lower playfield. Okay, so let me zoom in on this image. And then we're going to open image in new tab. Then we're going to drag the image over to OBS. And then we're going to rotate... Wait, is this the lower playfield or the upper playfield? Oh, no, because those are the skis.
Rotate playfield.
Do. Yeah, so let me get this roughly where it needs to be here. Okay, so for this to make sense, we're going to rotate it 180, which I can't do in the browser. But I can do over here.
Look at that. Look at you.
So I'm going to expand this window just so I can see it better. So the trough, I think I need to flip this. I think it's now mirrored too. Flip horizontal. Yeah. So the trough is going to kick to this coil here.
I see.
Yeah. So here's the two flipper coils above that. And then you got the display for like the ball save. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe.
Boy. This is going to be a whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so... Yeah, so the trough goes to there. I've got some better pictures of this on my phone. They're just not on this computer right now. So this is just something from the Internet Pinball database.
Gotcha.
So that's going to run to there, and then it kicks up. Okay. But yeah, it's actually at a pretty steep angle. So it comes from here, and then
Okay.
cuts up, like along the apron wall there.
I see.
Okay, so that's not too bad. So then we're gonna have the kick out here. Okay.
What's a kick out?
Like the there's like a vertical up kick inside the trough. That's like a thing that punches the ball from
okay.
beneath,
Mm-hmm.
and then pops it into the shooter lane.
I see.
Does that make sense?
To then be plunged.
To then be plunged, yeah.
Yes.
So here's our shooter lane. The plunger will go back there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is a whole thing, but we're doing it, and that's good.
We're doing it, Joe.
We're doing it. I believe in me. Okay. I'm just trying to wrap my head around like the scale of what I have to do. Basically, my goal is to try and get this done by like Thanksgiving-ish for all of the stuff
Sometime
that absolutely
before season 10.
Yeah. Well, so the thing is, I want to have enough of a buffer. Season 10 will probably start early 2024. But I want to.
Has that been announced?
It hasn't been announced. That's not an announcement. That like.
It's a non-announcement.
No, I'm saying it's a probability.
Okay.
I'm saying we'll probably start season 10 around early 2024.
Gotcha.
So if I can try to get this done by the end of 2023, that feels safe.
Yeah.
Now there's going to be a lot of like, so my goal is to get all the like absolute must finish parts in first, and then to elaborate on it if I have time, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Pearlescent Moon joined the game.
howdy, Pearl.
Howdy, Pearl. Howdy, Pearl. Howdy, Pearl.
Let's see if Pearl is anywhere nearby. Negative 2300. Hey, that's the shopping district. Wait, no, it's not. Hold on. 1813.
Mockingbird Lane.
That might actually. No, that's 800 blocks away. That's really far. That's yeah. Welcome back from breakfast, Space Demon. Let me make
welcome
sure.
back. What did you have for breakfast, Space Demon?
What'd you eat?
What'd you eat? I only ask to torture myself because I'm hungry.
Yeah, we are definitely going to lunch on the hour. Yeah, because like with it being voting day today, we've got obligations.
Got a lot to do.
A lot to do. Okay. So from
We have 60 left to hit our goal. Is that
yeah, we're
correct?
60 away from our goal, and
We're
tips are welcome.
2/3 of the way there.
2/3 of the way to our goal. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/showhills and YouTube Super Chat. We are splitting tips 50-50 today.
Ooh, rosemary bread with butter and blackberries. That sounds delicious. That's what Space Demon
Yeah. Okay.
had for
That is
breakfast.
sounding good. Okay. So we're gonna have to figure out. We need to put in posts for. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out where the posts go for the slings. We're gonna have to figure out where the flippers are gonna be mounted.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find a lower playfield
see.
image. Okay, so this is, since we're basing it off of TNA, and we're using like the same apron layout, you'll notice that like, so not every pinball machine has a curved apron.
Mm-hmm.
This one will.
I see.
But yeah, so then I need to get the distances to where the flippers are gonna go, the distances to where these rails that make the separate the in lane from the out lane will go. If I can get those and the slings in, at least all like measured and whatnot properly, then that'll let me know how much extra space I have. I'm thinking about where the rad targets are on TNA. I'm thinking that's where the infrared targets will be. Now, since the infrared telescope in question is the JWST, let me put this up on the screen here. I'm kind of thinking of doing 4 drop targets that say JWST on the left side there.
Uh-huh.
You can fit 4 drop targets in a place like that. That's doable.
Sure.
I could also do something else. Maybe
Could be 3. JOE.
yeah, another thing that I could do is I could do a double rollover lane. So on some older pinball machines, they would have like pairs of rollovers, kind of like you see the SA would be a double rollover and the
Yep.
VE. They weren't only used on the in lanes and out lanes. They were also used slightly higher up on the machine. And there would be a post between, like if I had an I lane and an R lane here,
Sure.
and then there was a post between the I lane and the out lane, so that you would have to nudge it if it was coming down to make sure it diverts properly, because otherwise you risk it going into the out lane there.
What about an E lane?
I don't know. There's no E in infrared. There is in red, but not in IR.
Well, there is in Seinfeld.
So yeah, that's true. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking. So the infrared component is gonna go there. Is the
Okay.
core concept, and then where we have so the infrared component goes there on the left wall. So somewhere that's gonna have to be high up enough. It might end up being like around here-ish, right? Because we don't have the in lanes and out lanes measured yet. And technically, I can make those shorter and lower the slings. Like the triangles for the slings don't have to be a set proportion.
I'm on the out lane.
I'm looking in. Okay. So then the next thing is a shot that when you come up, it brings you down into the pops, because the pops are going to be representing the visible spectrum. Because I was imagining if you built this with LEDs, or if I built this with LEDs in real life,
Sure.
having the pop bumpers cycle through the colors of the rainbow each time you hit one would be a fun way to like represent visible light.
That would be cool.
I also for the UV thing, what I haven't figured out exactly what I want to use to trigger that yet. I've got the idea though of possibly using a captive ball, which is where there's a ball with a target behind it, and every time, but that ball is held in place, and so when you hit the captive ball with the active pinball, it knocks that captive ball back into a special target. But you have to hit it like at the right angle with enough force to actually make it roll that far.
Makes sense.
I was thinking that target might have, might trigger, if we were to build this in real life, some sort of UV lights on the playfield, where like it would like flash UV for a second.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like
I've
Stranger
played a
Things
table.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah. UV has or Stranger Things has UV lights for the upside down,
Right.
which is really cool. So what I'd probably do is, yeah, we would have, just trying to roughly mark this out. I had the blocks to mark this out somewhere. Let's grab the blocks to make the marks we need to accomplish what we're roughly doing. That wasn't it. That's not it either. Okay, maybe I'm completely incorrect about this. Nope, here they are. UV. I don't have the rainbow, but... okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Let's go.
Okay. So, the infrared points of interest would be over here. The shot to hit the pops would be like here, higher up. Then the captive ball for the UV would be like here. The Chandra shot would be would occupy a lot of the center lower bit of the playfield, and that is going to be like Lord. How big would these be? These would be like 6... These drop targets would be like 6 blocks wide each, just to give you a sense of the scale.
It's a big scale.
Yeah. Whoops, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, wait. 1, 2... Okay, no, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And then we have a gap that's significantly larger for the saucer bit. Here. Which I'm immediately regretting that I don't have blocks to represent easily. So we'll use these for that. And then, again, we will go. Okay, so we're going to go diagonally off of that. Get here. And we can go grab a map and get a sense of if this is roughly what we're intending to have.
Okay.
Dang it, I didn't get the map. Okay, welcome Nope Queen. We're about to wrap up. We're doing last call for tips now, actually.
Last call for tips.
We are 60 away from hitting our first musical goal. I really appreciate Quinn coming over here. So if you have the chance to tip, I think we'd both appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
It's a great way to demonstrate your support for us and our work. Okay, so we want to... Okay, so these marks are not going to show up very well on the maps, but... Upper playfield. Okay. That does look about right. So this will arc this way past there, come up, and then there's going to be 3 pop bumpers here, and then we need the gamma ray spinner. Okay, yeah, we'll probably have to move some stuff around, but core concept. This kind of works.
It kind of works, I will take it.
Yeah, how we roll. Okay. Nope Queen says, unfortunately, payday is until tomorrow. No worries, Nope Queen. We'll be here next week, too, right? You'll be
Yes,
here.
we will.
We don't have any conflicts next week.
I don't have any conflicts.
No conflicts next week.
That I know of at the moment.
At the moment, we
And
don't
I
know
rarely
it.
have a conflict anyway.
Ooh. Bum 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 bum. Okay.
Bum, bum, bum. We are wrapping up soon.
Yeah, we are. It's true. Woo woo woo. Okay. Yeah. So let's revisit getting the redstone marks.
Okay, yeah.
Boats and respawn chunks are the only boats people need to care about in the live chat. Okay, imagine that. Oh boy, I might have actually used a lot of my redstone in other projects. That might have been an oversight. I think I gave it to Tango. That's not ideal.
Zombie Cleo joined the game.
Zombie Cleo, let's go say hello to Cleo. Alright. Let's do /chords player Cleo. Zombie Cleo. Okay, I think that means, yeah, that means Cleo is over here. So,
And Cleo's home.
I will start holding down the push to talk. So. What a fantastic ring. There's a corally thing around this castle in the sky. Floating way up high, there's a ring of coral. It isn't bleached at all. What a fantastic Atlantis. Fantastless, is that the way we portmanteau those together? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Who can say? Zombie Cleo.
Zombie Cleo.
May have logged in without headphones on or be looking at a cat. It's possible that we're going unnoticed.
It's possible.
Slightly possible. She kind of looked at me and then looked away. She's like, I don't have time for this today. Joe, won't you go away? Joe, won't you go away?
Joe away, Joe away.
Oh, oh.
Joe away, Joe away.
Cleo left the game.
Joe away, Joe away.
Every day is the same.
Cleo away.
Left the game.
Left the game.
Left the game. FalseSymmetry joined the game. This is why people accuse him of being the same person. That's super suspicious. Just
It
saying.
really is. Yeah, it really
But
is.
just saying. Okay. Well, I was gonna say maybe Cleo logged out to log back in a minute. Like if there's something wrong with the audio. But Cleo has not returned. So.
No.
Okay, and it is now like 3 minutes after lunchtime.
3 minutes after lunchtime.
So we're gonna fly back to my base and do a last check to see if any tips rolled in with a hard refresh on PayPal, just in case.
Oh yeah, just in case.
Okay.
How many people with the last name Case do you think have named a child Justin?
Just in case would be a fantastic name for a child that is not me or my child. I would feel terrible naming my kid that, but I would also think it was funny, which is why I shouldn't do it. Okay.
Yeah, don't do it.
I really try not to ruin my child's life. Oh boy.
Nor I.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it is time to wrap up here. Let me see if anybody is actually streaming. Just in time would also be a good one. Nope.
Sure.
So nobody else is on HermitCraft right now streaming, so we're not gonna do an informal raid because they're always kind of a train wreck anyway. But thank you all so much for hanging out. I hope you had a fantastic morning. If we wanted to send people to order music from Quinn, what was the website for that again?
RedactedHills.com.
RedactedHills.com.
You can order custom music.
Woo! If people wanted to find you on Tumblr, where could they find you at?
Tumblr.com/Quinn Hills.
Boom, gotten that knocked out. And then you're starting to stream again occasionally. What is the schedule looking like for that?
It's looking like it's shaping up to be like Monday through Wednesday, 10 a.m. to noon.
Okay, and that's at twitch.tv/RedactedHills. So we've got all of those links
Oh.
for y'all. Thank you so much again, Quinn, for joining me in studio today. Where's my camera? Oh, it is there. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
it's there.
It's just like, because of the
There
window.
we are.
There we are, okay. Whew.
Ooh, all right, have a good day, night, morning, etc.
Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Any final words, Quinn?
Do 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 do.